and this is Talking to Tulum, where normally we would have sound, but hey, there's Pavel just messing around, sitting around. This is us in the beginning of the show. We're waiting for our guests, just kind of killing time. Normally we'd be producing solid gold, blooper type of stuff, funny things, but I've sped this up. Just, you can see us killing time, waiting. And look, our guest is here, Emanuele. We get in the hugs because, this is Tulum. That's what we do. We give hugs. Emanuele's getting comfortable. Oh, wait, he likes my shirt. Oh, wait, can I take pictures of your shirt? Of course, no worries. It's just studio time. We're paying for it. Give you all the poses. And we are ready, but not without a quick salute to water with my basic bitch water and, of course, their coconut water. And then, of course, Emanuele has to hit the bullshit button because he's a kid, and that's what we do. It's Talking to Tulum. And look, the mics are in place. Oh, wait, our guest has to get up one more time. Where's he going? Who knows? Oh, look, V and I having fun. More gold. You're missing this. You're really missing this. I bet this was funny. I'm pretty sure. Look at her. Oh, and he's back. And sound in 3, 2, 1.
Okay. It's okay.
Gold!
That was loads.
She and I were in here having gold.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens.
Just take that out of your cut today. Well,
That's the goal, to involve the community, to do more things for this community. Like, how can we really give back? And everybody has something to offer. And I think Tulum deserves more mindfulness, deserves more wellness, deserves more helping people connect to their heart instead of just like repeating the same framework that we have seen in any other places in the world where people just think, what can I get? Let's flip the story a little bit and see how this philosophy that we can hold together in giving for the community, what kind of community can create.
Mm-hmm. I do think there are a lot of places around the world that are doing that as well, though.
And I think we got a lot of it here now.
Because I've traveled extensively from birth to now. Like, I was raised in a military family, and I've been around a lot of, experiences and places and cultures. And this is the reason why I decided to do this podcast with the theme and the subject that we chose, is because I have witnessed myself in every single place that I've been that community does exist. So for me, being new to Tulum, it's me finding out where that community is here.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the fire of a community. That's what makes a community grow healthy and happy. Right?
Yeah. Okay, so this is Talking to Tulum, and we have another special guest with us, Emanuele, and he's going to be telling us all about what he's bringing to Tulum and what he feels about community here. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you
so
on.
Much. I feel home.
Nice. We like that. We want people to feel at home when they come here. So we're going to start off with the same question that we start off with every single person. Tell us your story of how you got to Tulum and why you stayed.
Wow. Yeah, I came to Tulum for a vacation. I booked a ticket and I said I'm going to be there 1 month and just decompress from everything that was happening in Europe at the time. I came here during the pandemic time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I need to find a place in the world where I could just like disconnect from all these things happening in the world. And also I was separating with my ex-partner. So I was like, I need some time for myself after 5 years of being in that relationship. And I came here for a 1 month vacation. And then I fell in love with the place. I fell in love with the community. And I remember I did a temazcal, and inside the temazcal, I was like, I'm here in this womb of Mother Earth, as they say. And I asked in that place what I'm here to do, like why I'm here. And I felt so much love, a sensation of love, deep love, and being held by the earth, and that was like such a deep experience that I associated with this land. You know, it's like, for me, Tulum is like motherly presence. Sometimes it's a little bit tough with you. Sometimes it burns your fuse and your nerves.
Gives you that discipline.
And yeah, but at the same time, it helps you expand in your creativity, in your capacity. And I feel very held here. And I discovered that my birthday, the March 13, is the municipality of Tulum birthday as well.
Really?
Yeah, so I was like, wow, I'm also sharing the same birthday with Tulum, with the municipality
So
of Tulum.
Tulum is a Pisces.
It's a Pisces, yeah.
Boom!
Tulum is Pisces.
Of course she is.
Yeah, then May 15, it was like
Amazing.
established,
The incorporated date or
and
something?
everything, but March 13 is the day where they decided
I
to.
love knowing that.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
That's
Wikipedia,
awesome.
source
That makes
Wikipedia.
sense.
She's a Pisces.
What I really liked about this place is the community. What really kept me here, and the community started by starting to meet with other men and creating like groups of brotherhood. So coming together and sharing our hearts and talking from our hearts. And that's not very common between men, to just come together and support each other and be brotherly. And to have that group here in Tulum, it supported me a lot in my dark nights of the soul. And in the moments where I felt lonely, in the moment where I felt like, what is the point? You know, you do so much, you're doing all these things, but what is the point, you know? And yeah, I have a very melancholic side that is very well hidden behind my smile. But yeah, I think I'm here to share my love and to help others find what they are passionate about. There is so much creativity that gets sparked in this place. Maybe the water, the topography of the place, the depth of the cenotes. There is something special about this place.
This is one of like 50 vortexes in the world. So there's an actual scientific reason that it feels more energetic here than every other place except for those 50 places. I know there's about 8 in Hawaii. Sedona, Arizona is like they can actually measure the magnetism of the place electromagnetically, and it is supposedly different.
Interesting.
So
Well,
it's
we
like-
feel it.
Exactly.
definitely be
You
felt.
can definitely feel it.
So you mentioned about giving back and having community and the brotherhood and all of those things. So I want to touch on some of the things that you do give back to. So Feed Tulum does incredible work.
Yes.
I'm just wondering if you can go into a bit more detail about that and just let us know what's something that people don't know about food scarcity here in Tulum. Like give us a bit more information about what's actually happening there and why it's so important.
Yeah, thank you for asking that. There are about 1,000 families living in the Invasion that they are very low income, and there are social problems of alcoholism and men that are also violent in the families. And the giving back the bag of food is not just it's a way to connect with them. It's a way to find these people and being a good community member and being there for them and offer them opportunities. So it's a cultural, social thing that can be done. And with the events that we've been organizing with Feed Tulum, and I'm just a spokesperson right now. There's this group has been created from France. We have on WhatsApp a chat from the old times Tulum Brain Trust. And it's just 8-9 people together. And Matt came to me and he was like, oh, I saw these kids looking in the garbage. We should do something about it with the man groups. And I was like, wow, that's a great idea. And then we started to prepare some burritos and tacos and things like that once a month in the beginning. And then Erica Wire, that she has the Tulum Food Bank, she's been doing great work since the pandemic times. And we joined forces and we were like, okay, we are building this like friends helping community kind of like vibe. And let's join forces. And then Erica, she's been managing amazingly. She did the Christmas event. More than 300 kids received toys and tacos. So it's about showing up for our community and being there for these families.
So how often are there events or things to get involved in?
There is a bi-weekly distribution.
Okay.
And we get donations. About the events, it's on proposal. If anyone is watching this podcast and would like to organize an event and give part of the income from the event or a percentage to Feed Tulum, they can just get in contact to the Instagram page Feed Tulum, or they can get in contact with me as well. And so bi-weekly we do a bag with rice, lentils, flour, like basic needs bi-weekly. And that's about like $500, $700 it costs to give that distribution out.
Okay.
And it's about like 50 families we can serve bi-weekly. So for me, it's a blessing to support the community. And if they want to participate more, we have a permaculture chat. We have an orphanage chat where people can come and teach to the kids, offer classes to the kids. We have about like 6 or 7 activities a week for the kids.
Amazing.
From like cooking, dancing, yoga. They do and play paddle. And of course, the kids are different ages, so not everybody participate to everything, but it's nice to show them this and to make them grow up with this open mind and that their community is their family ultimately. And I think that's the minimum we can do. So if anyone wants to share classes or workshops or wants to teach other things to the kids, you're welcome to offer your workshop, and that would be beautiful.
People can
project.
can contact Feed Tulum directly.
Yeah,
If they're companies, if they want to hold events, if they want to, or even as individuals,
Volunteers.
if there's individuals like me or you want to come and get involved in something, it's just a
if you want
direct
to
contact.
get involved, you go on the Instagram page and there is a chat, a WhatsApp chat, and we post in the chat the activities that we do.
Perfect.
And the meetups or the events that are supporting Feed Tulum. And yeah.
So since you've been in Tulum, what are some of the biggest changes that you've seen, improvements from when you first arrived to now?
Well, when I arrived, there were less paved roads. It was more bumpy. The community is based on also the self-awareness of what we love to give. It's a self-awareness about us, how much I can offer to the community. So that's why I like the volunteering program. You join a chat and then there are things coming up.
Yeah.
Someone is like, even if it happens in the chat that I'm part of, someone is like, I need to move from this space and this other, but I don't have money to pay moving crew or anyone. And then I just go with some guys from my man group and say, guys, would you like to do something? And just help out an old lady or whatever.
That's the type of stuff I'd love to see on my WhatsApp feed.
It comes from the desire to give back. You
Yeah.
know, like when you feel full and you give from that overflow, it doesn't take away from you.
Totally.
But at the same time, it's so precious.
I agree.
Just one more question, because you have touched on it a couple of times. You keep mentioning the man group that you have. I just want to ask from a male point of view, what is so important about men having groups? What does it provide? And why is it that you set that up? Just give us a bit more information about what that is providing for males.
Deep breath. There is like a loneliness pandemic. There is a loneliness pandemic in the male population. Like the statistics, and I don't want to put a statistics on people, but in the United States and around the world, 80% of the suicide are men. Mm-hmm. Someone is joking because they are effective. When they want to take their life away, they do it well. Mm-hmm. And maybe other people, they don't have the skills or the capacity but that's insane. In my point of view, a society where so many men feel so hopeless and feel so in pain and feel so worthless that they decide to take their life away. And I would rather have an infrastructure or create a group that can weekly check in with each other, you know, what we are doing, and talk about the woman. They naturally do it. It's in their emotional development. They naturally like express themselves and go and talk with a friend. The man, when they do that, they're always like pushed back.
You're right. There is a lot of
There is such a
stigmatism.
a deep stigmatism in men expressing how they feel in a way that can be felt by the other, because we are different. Like when a man share with me the things, I can understand them on a layer of how my nervous system is made, you know, that is different from when they share with a woman.
I've seen sometimes the men will, into mezcals or places like that, sometimes they have the greater emotional breakdowns. In fact, most of the times when I'm in those places and spaces, you see the males break down far greater than the women.
Yeah,
I
and it
think
happened to me many times, you know, like to hold space for men that cry and release things that they were carrying on that makes them behave in the world in such a nasty asshole way. Because when you see someone that is so nasty, aggressive, violent, like it's all repressed emotion that builds up.
100%.
So I would rather bring this man and go and have a workout on the fucking beach, you know, and release that tension, go and do some Muay Thai together and kick it out and punch it out. So then they have capacity to take a breath. We teach the meditation, the groups. So it's a mental health. My friend Evan, co-founder of Mentorship, he always says is the board of director for your life. You know, like you go there, it's like, I am into this phase, I am into this decision. And you meet men that have 20 years, 30 years older than a younger man could find. And I couldn't do that with my father. You know, I didn't grow up having a father I could go to him and be like, Dad, I'm facing these things. He would always like, you know? So to have that around is such a healthy example of good masculine energy in your life. And we need that. I wish every city, every community in the world would have a space where a man can go and just check in. And just like feel a little bit, I can release all this pressure I put on myself, and I can have someone to support me. It happened many times, men coming wanting to suicide, men don't having money to eat or to think, and being like, I feel ashamed because I lost this money and my wife went away, and I feel like so much shame and guilt, and to walk around with that shame of guilt doesn't make you a good person in the world. So I would rather them come in a group and be held and share and let it go, and be like, oh, by the way, would you like to come and work with me tomorrow? I need help with this and this and that. I give you $100. It completely shift. And sometimes we just need that.
Even having that offer. Because, I mean, this is something that's really close to my heart, because in the work that I do, I work with soldiers with PTSD.
Wow.
So, and I've done that for many years. And I've also lost a lot of men that have been very close to me through suicide. And I see their conditioning, and I see how women, as you said, groups of women, we operate just naturally very differently from groups of men. But what I find out about men is, in the work that I've done with them, it's not that they don't have emotions, and it's not that they don't go through the same processes as us. It's the conditioning. And that conditioning is still there because there is a lack of these groups in whatever form they are. And also a man is less likely to reach out and say, I need help. Whereas if you offer in some way, whether, like you said, it's sports or whatever, they will take it. And I completely agree with you on the whole, the violence, you think it's like a poison that you hold the whole time, and it's gonna infect at some point, whether it infects that man internally or whether he has to express it externally in a way.
Infect and project.
So I think it's really important for groups of men to start to hold their own, because as well, us women can't do for men that men can do for men.
Exactly. And it's a vulnerable space. It's a space where wherever is shared there, stay there, so that we have like the highest respect and honor, and we just there for each other, you know. And there is a quote of Ram Dass that says we just walk each other home.
Yeah.
You know, we just help each other in the phases and in the moments. And me, I separate from my wife. I have that experience of that uncoupling and everything. A new man comes in, that he just come and he just, sometimes I see this man, they come in Tulum because and I see myself in them. I'm like, oh my God, I was like that 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just finding back myself and finding back what was the spark in my heart that got dimmed. And I pushed back because I didn't have the courage to step up and stand for it and stand for my heart and for what I'm here to share with the world. And I think also to have positive masculine examples and explore the masculine way of loving, you know, because the woman, they have a more nourishing and motherly. The man, maybe the love is more protective.
Mm-hmm.
And also another thing I want to stigmatize is that men practicing conscious aggression with the fighting skills and things like that doesn't automatically bring them into becoming people that are aggressive.
Yeah. It's a healthy outlet. And
It's
also it's activating your brain, your focus,
Also how to measure our aggressiveness. Because if you learn to measure it in a safe environment, you are able to control it much better.
Yeah.
Sure, and you know the power that you have. It's the same thing with people that have guns, right? Most of the people that own guns responsibly are never the ones that use them irresponsibly. It's the person that maybe gets that. Same thing I think with the fighting or the different things like that. Once you understand the power of what you can do, you usually have more respect for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And it all starts with individuals
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's also really cool to have men holding other men accountable, because oftentimes it's the man and woman, and
It
a
can
woman
turn
really
into
can't
a
hold-
finger pointing us them
Exactly,
thing,
men
can't it?
versus
And then you
women,
just forget the
yes.
whole point of what the conversation or the theme is about.
Correct.
Right?
I mean, I do think another guy looking at another guy sometimes and saying you're out of line is way different than a woman looking. You know, it's like you said, we're not the same.
Yeah, and we're not supposed to be the same.
No, and I think there's more respect if another man has the skill sets and the ability without fighting to say you need
I'm
to be
held
more
accountable
held accountable.
myself.
Yes.
You know, that the group, it's for myself first. That's the philosophy of the group. Like, I'm not, because I hold a man group, I'm a perfect man, or I also go through
Right, of course.
my things. But being there, it just helped me keep me sane in this world, you know, and not make me completely give up.
Yeah. So if you did have a message, I think this is a great way to close out. If you did have a message for any men out there and you can direct it straight at that camera there, what would it be?
I feel you, bro. It's not easy, but you're not alone. And I think together we're stronger. I think together we can deal with things better. And by being with some wiser, older brother, or even younger ones that have different perspectives, it's so refreshing to see your problems from other perspectives. And so you don't have to hold things and have to deal with things only by yourself. There is people that around that would love to help you and support you. Or just hanging out and have fun and take care of our bodies so we can take care of our hearts and our minds and our communities and families. Yeah.
Amazing.
Perfect.
Wow. This is Talking to Tulum.
Talking to Tulum.
Número 10.
Número 10.
Done. Terminal. Aho.